making it.
When you come back to Texas for events like this, or any time that you're coming back to Texas, who do you see? Who's the first person that you call? Who do you try to catch up with?
Well, it depends. Like, if the cast is here, I'll get with the cast, if, whatever. So, but, I mean, I have friends and we'll see different people, but I always end up back at South Fork.
So this is a big night.
It's a huge night.
This is a big night. This is the biggest night of the year for you guys, right?
It's our signature event, so it's kind of the culmination of a lot of work going into this, and we're very excited.
Outstanding. Well, we couldn't pick a better place, right, with South Fork Ranch.
40th anniversary. I mean, you got to be kidding us.
It's ideal.
It's the essence of Texas television history right here. So it's great.
So in a sense, it's like the TV gods are kind of smiling upon us right now.
I'm certainly hoping so.
What are your memories of watching Dallas as a kid?
Oh gosh, I mean, who shot that JR? I mean, I was a little younger, so I had to sneak some time watching Dallas. But it's just such a rich part of our heritage, And what I remember about it is the entire country was captured by this show.
Captivated.
And that feeling. Experiencing that type of community based on one show and one narrative is really quite amazing.
Yeah.
And in my lifetime, that's only happened, several times, and Dallas is one of them.
Well, yeah, but also, everybody remembers. I was, in 1980, I was only 6 years old, and I have clear memories of this. I remember there was even like JR. My dad drank JR beer.
I remember the JR beer for sure.
And I remember, it was everybody was on the edge of their seat. Now, in the world we live in now, I was talking with my wife about this, how there's not a lot of show as event like back then because of convenience. Charlie Brown was only on once a year, and if you missed it, you had to wait a year. Now you just fire up the DVR or whatever, right? In your lifetime, will we ever see anything like Who Shot JR?
Well, that's interesting. Our business has changed significantly since then, and it's much more diversified. But I think there will always be the draw of live event programming, and you can kind of see that. I mean, the Super Bowl is always going to be the Super Bowl, and American Idol is always going to be American Idol.
That's a good point.
So those type of events will always exist. But obviously, the consumer is spoken, and they like to consume their entertainment in different ways, and that's okay too, because there's plenty of room for it.
Who doesn't know about Day Tripper, but for those that don't, tell them a little bit about
All right. Yeah, so if you love Texas, this is the show for you because we are a Texas travel show. We take one-day adventures all over the state of Texas and show people what they can eat, see, or do if they happen to be in some random town. I mean, a lot of towns people haven't even heard of.
Right.
And we make a 30-minute show kind of highlighting the underdog of tourism, showing people that the best adventures.
I love that.
Yeah, the best adventures they're just right outside your back door. You just don't know about them. So we go flip over rocks and find the fun in any town. So I jokingly say we make a TV show that hopefully inspires people to watch less TV because we want them to see it and go like, I never knew that was there. Kids, get in the car. We're going. And so literally these are towns that sometimes even the locals don't know what's in their own town. Like, I've lived there 50 years. I didn't know that was there. Just to give you an example, we found a nuclear missile silo that you can go scuba diving in Abilene. And most people were like, what?
If you would have asked them about Abilene, hey, I didn't know about that silo, they'd be like,
nuclear missile. Yeah, right. It's an underground nuclear missile silo. Sure enough, you can scuba dive in it. That's just it. That's the fun of making this show. I find out about new stuff all the time. I've already been doing this for 10 years, but I discover new stuff. Every week, I get tips from viewers of stuff I didn't know existed.
I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
How does the excavation kind of work with that? And obviously you're doing your own. Is it through reputation? Is it through word of mouth? Rumor? People do give you tips?
I do a lot of research on my own.
Okay.
And gosh, I mean, the internet is glorious for finding stuff, but still, it's not comprehensive when it comes to small towns. So a lot of times I still got to get in the car and I got to drive the back roads. And then a lot of viewer tips. Yeah, I get emails, social media, all the time saying, hey, I just ate the best chicken fried steak I ever had in my life. Man, you got to go. And I'll look into it. And if it looks like it measures up, I'll do a scouting trip. And then if it's good enough, if it's as good as he said, I'll load the camera and the crew in the car and we'll go see it.
Joining us now is Jacob Laughlin. He is from the show The Sun. Jacob, welcome to Strictly Kid Radio.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So how did this get started, man? How did you get the role?
Well, I'd been acting for about 6 years, and it actually came as an offer across, and I read the script, and I think I got three of the first scripts, and once I read the second one, I knew I couldn't put it down, and there was no way to say no to it. So it was just one of those things, that was too good to pass up. So we went, and here we are with the second season, and I hope it's just as good, way better than the first, actually.
Well, I have not seen the second season yet. I saw
I
the
haven't
first
either.
season. Oh, okay.
So we're
And has season 2
hasn't come out yet.
hasn't come out yet? Okay, so that's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah, right. We're still waiting on it. So
What were some of the challenges that you faced? Because this is an interesting show.
it's a very interesting show. Most of the challenges were either weather or live animals. Working with horses or Mother Nature are always our challenges, shooting on location. But
Well, that's the fun of shooting
it
in
is.
Texas.
No, it is though. That's the great part is you can't fake it. You can't make this anywhere. You can't make that Texas sky in LA.
Right,
You just
right.
can't do it.
That's right. No matter how much you try to
No matter how
appropriate it,
hard. Yes, sir. And that's one thing that made this show. It is a character in itself, just
Yeah,
the landscape.
it's the star of
So
the show, yeah.
it is. It steals the show. So yeah, that we didn't have a whole lot of challenges, but the weather definitely.